Hello, third grade. Today we're going on science lesson 1. You're going to need two things. You'll need your science book and you'll need your notes. All right, so get both of these things out and we'll be ready to go. On page 6 in our book, it should look like this. Hello, third grade. Yesterday we looked at roots and we saw the differences between a radish root and a green onion. Today we're going to start in our textbook on lesson 1. All right, it's page 7 in your book. Page 7 in your book there. Okay? Start with me right here on the "you are there." It's a cool spring day and you are walking along a river in Alaska. Tall trees rise above the river. Why do some have flat, broad leaves while others have sharp needles? Lots of other kinds of plants are growing here too. Even though they may look different, every plant needs the same things to live and grow. Listen, you hear a splash. An Alaskan brown bear bounds out of the trees into the river. The bear needs certain things too. Today in lesson 1, we're going to learn what are the main parts of a plant. Now, I know my camera's going a little bit fuzzy on you, so make sure you got your book out too to follow along. And then you're also going to need your notes. So your notes look like this. They're in your Wednesday folder. Okay. Right away, make sure you get your name on the top. We're going to keep track of our notes in here. Chapter 1, plants and how they grow. As you open up your note booklet, right here we're going to be looking for what 4 parts do most plants have. Okay, so as we read, keep an eye out for what 4 parts do most plants have. Most plants have 4 main parts. Oh, we already got it. These parts are leaves, roots, stems, and flowers. Let's get that in our notes. Leaves, roots, stem, and flowers. Now here, let's draw a picture of what that looks like. All right, so I'm going to put, this is my ground. I'm going to start with my stem. So most plants have a stem. All right. Now, they also have leaves. That's what my leaves are going to look like. They also have roots. In science, a lot of times we help draw pictures to help us understand the concept. Okay, so just do your best. I'm not a great artist, but I'm just going to do my best to write those, to draw a good picture there. And then a flower. Your flower doesn't need to be perfect. That's what mine's gonna look like. All right, let's label the parts of it. So at the top, that's our flower. Right here, those are our leaves. Here, that's our stem. And then down here, we have our roots. Right? Your picture doesn't need to look identical to mine, but it does need to have those 4 parts: flower, leaves, stem, and roots. If you're not done with this part yet, pause the video because I'm moving on. What all living things need. Most living things, including plants and animals, need food, air, and water and space to live and grow. Animals find and eat plants or other animals to get their food. Unlike animals, plants can make their own food. We're going to learn about that more this chapter. To make their food, plants need energy from the sun. Most plants also need soil. Most plants have 4 main parts. These 4 main parts are leaves, roots, stems, and flowers. So that's what we already wrote in our notes. Then at the bottom, you can see this picture here. This is a picture of a flower called a black-eyed Susan. A scientist named it Black-Eyed Susan because of that big black eye in the middle. Black-eyed Susans are one of the many plants you might see in a prairie. All right? So let's look back at our notes. Four things do plants and animals need to live? Plants and animals need food, air, water, and space. Right? We need those too. We need food. We need air to breathe. We need water to drink. And we need space to live. Right? Everyone needs space to live. Now, 3, let's look at the difference between animals and plants. Animals must blank food, but plants can blank food. Animals must find and eat plants or other animals to get their food. So animals must find food. Right? What can plants do though? Plants can make their own food. All right? Excellent. Those are our notes for today. Once you are done putting those notes in, you can go ahead and just keep your notes in your science book. Don't put them back in your folder. All right? So once I'm done, close up my notes, close up my science book, and I'm good to go for the day. Tomorrow we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a little bit of a science experiment. All right? So we'll see you tomorrow.